This is Jackie Touch J, and I'm coming at you, putting it all out there in pieces, baby. Woo! Happy Sunday. How y'all doing, man? Good evening. Yeah. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what's up, man. Mama about to drop the exam on you with this early power review. This week was crazy.
I never took a straight path nowhere. Hey. Life's full of twists and turns, bumps and bruises. I live, I learn. I'm from a city full of yellow cabs and skyscrapers. Woo. It's hard to get a start in these parts without paper. Homie, I grew up in hell. I'm block away from heaven. That corner 15 minutes and move a 7. Pure snow. Bag it, then watch it go. Occupational options. Get some blow or some hoes. Shoot the ball of the strap. Learn to rap on the jack. Fuck it, man. In the meantime, go ahead and pump a pack. It's my Bugle Royal flow. My James Bond bounce. That 007, that 62 on my count. I'm an undercover liar. I lie under the covers. Look a bitch in the eyes and tell her, baby, I love you. You're my inspiration. You're my motivation. You're the reason that I'm moving with no hesitation.
Yeah, man. Listen here. It's a big rich town, and you know, this is Jackie Touch J, and I'm just coming at you, pulling out there in pieces, baby. Whew, y'all gonna have to help me. This episode, man, this episode was just crazy bananas. Mama gonna go ahead and drop a dime on you and sum it up for you. Y'all ready for this? All right, so y'all know how they left y'all off, right? Y'all know they left y'all off with Ghost saying, I'm taking a rep for everybody after Tasha pulled out the gun she should have got rid of. Guess how they open up? With Angela saying, no, you're not going to do that. And Tasha saying, no, you're not going to do that, Ghost. Because what's going to happen is that you're going to fall apart on the stand when they start questioning you. So Angela starts just throwing out all these random questions. What happens with this? What happens with that? How do you know Raymond Jones? How did this? How did that? And Ghost is stumbling all over. And he's like, damn, we got to figure out another plan. So here comes Tasha. We should set somebody up. Ghost like, yeah, we should set somebody else up. So now they all in there, all three of them plotting. Who can we set up? Who the heck can we set up? They like, yeah, we could set up Dre. So they like, well, how you going to prove that Dre was at this place and that? He said, yo, just give me some time. I got this. I'm going to figure this out. So he tells Tasha, listen, take that gun and put that gun up because I'm going to need it in a little bit. So Ghost, he leaves, right? Now guess who's standing there? Tasha and Angela. And Tasha says to Angie, listen, and I'm calling her Angie for a reason because she's being real deceptive now, you know, deceitful, slimy, grimy. She's doing all that stuff that they used to doing. And she goes, listen, how about we set somebody else up that doesn't have any family, that doesn't know nobody? You know, I know somebody that we could really pin this on. His name is Kanan. Ooh, y'all remember when Tasha told Kanan, if you mess with me, I'm going to take you out? So now she's trying to set him up. Oh, y'all, this is getting scandalous. All right, so now listen. She says, let's set him up, right? So they had a little conversation or whatever. So now they show you with Ghost, right? They got Ghost coming over to Tommy house. Guess who over Tommy house? Kanan. Right? But anyway, Ghost shows up and Ghost just like, listen, Tommy, I need to talk to you. Listen, you know, he's panicking now. You know, because now he know he got to set up Dre. He's like, listen, I need you to help me set Dre up. And Tommy's like, yo, what's going on? Like, what's going on? You know, he like, look, let me talk to you to the side. You know, and here he goes. Guess who got mad? Tommy's mad. Like, nah, man, because Kanan is there with him. Tommy's like, no, Kane, you don't got to leave. Stay here. You know, no, whatever you got to say it in front of Kanan. He's basically like, listen, we got to drop a dime on Dre because, yo, they're coming down on us. They coming down on us big time. And they about to go ahead and take us out. You know, the feds, they on to us. So Tommy's like, okay, look, we'll do it. No problem. Whatever. I got you. You know, because he don't want nothing to happen to the family. Tommy loyal. So he like, nah, can't nothing happen to the family. I got you. Just let me know what's going on. So then he goes, yo, how did you get the drop on Diego too? Right? He's just questioning him. And then Kanan's basically like, oh, I killed this nigga. And I got his head on ice too. If you want it, I'll bring it by later. As he's leaving. So they just looking like, wow. Yeah. Sounds a little crazy, don't it? So anyway, they go ahead and they leave, right? Ghost goes ahead, he leaves with Tommy. And they at this place, they watching, you know, outside, watching these people. Tommy basically like, yo, why we here? He like, right there. You see him? There you go. That's Dre right there. Now we know where he at. Now we know we can set him up. We can get him. Because, you know, they trying to pin somebody on him. They trying to, you know, pin somebody on this whole cop killer thing for their son. So now they know how everything's going down, what's going on. They got all that shit set up, right? So basically, Tommy's like, look, I got to go ahead and go. Dre's like, where you going? Tommy like, I got to go to dinner. He like, you ain't invite me? He like, you know, it's something with my dad or whatever. He like, yo, you still trust this nigga? Tommy gets mad because Tommy always getting in his feelings. He got a hard heart. You know, he got that heart that's just, you know, he don't like nobody talking about his family, right? Kanan or nobody. So anyway, he like, look, I got to go, you know. And he leaves. He goes, I'll walk because he mad. So he leaves and they show him at his house with Keisha, and his dad and his dad's wife comes over, right? So he over there with them, and he introducing Keisha to them. Remember, that's what they said last week that y'all watched it. You know, they was going to have dinner. So basically, now listen, y'all got to pay attention to this. They all sitting at the table, all four of them. Teresi wife, Tommy, Keisha, right? They sitting across from each other. Teresi's wife is basically like, she questions Keisha. You know, do you really love Tommy? You know, because she like the family type shit. You know, because what happens is as soon as something happens, you might be cracking. After they keep you locked up for a while, questioning you and all of that type of stuff. What's going to happen if something goes down? Because this life ain't for everybody. You going to snitch? And she's like, no, I would never do this. And Tommy's like, no, me and Keisha went through stuff. Keisha's a ride or die. And, you know, they in there explaining themselves. And she goes, you sure? Because I need to make sure. She's questioning her. So anyway, she finally passed these questions and this test and all of that. And they let her up into the family, right? They fast forward to now. Like, y'all, this episode is crazy. It's all over. I'm trying to wrap it up for you. But they fast forward now. They got Keisha and Tommy at her house. Right? They go to her house. And they all kissing like they about to make up and, you know, make out and all this stuff. You know, they back together with each other now. They get a knock at the door. Y'all hear that? Guess who it is, y'all? No, it's not Tasha. It's not Tasha. No, we know Tasha been knocking at the doors lately, but it ain't Tasha. Guess who it is? It's a carrier. And guess what the carrier's doing? You're served. They served Keisha this subpoena to appear in the court over this crap with Tasha. Now, you know what she does? She looks at Tommy. She like, Tommy, I thought you said it would never get to this. What's going on? I thought you said it wouldn't get to this. Tommy like, look, I didn't think it was. He basically tells her, look, go talk to Keisha. Go talk to Tasha. When you go talk to Tasha, he's telling Keisha this. When you go talk to Tasha, Tasha's going to explain everything to you and just do what she says. She's smart. So Keisha, she goes talk to Tasha. You know, her and Tommy, they done. She goes ahead, she talks to Tasha, and she's basically like, yo, Tasha, you know, how you want me to go ahead and lie? Like, man, this is getting out of hand. Tasha's like, listen, yo, it's getting bad. I just need you to do this. Right? So, look, y'all, now we kind of got you at the end. I skipped around with some stuff, and I'm not telling you everything. I told y'all I'm already up on the episodes with y'all. You know, but I'm not telling you everything. But now we at the end kind of. I'm going to kind of close it up and wrap it up for you. This is crazy. So they got Tasha now. She's at the house with Angela. Right? Guess who walks in, y'all? Tariq. Tariq walks in. He's like, yo, what's she doing here? Tasha like, oh, she's here to help us. She's here to help me and to help you. So you know who starts asking questions? Angela. Angela starts saying, hey, could you tell us anything about this guy Raymond Jones and how you know him and how do you know Kanan and all of this stuff? Is there a connection? And Reek's looking at her, yo, mean mugging her, y'all. Mean mugging her. I'm not telling you nothing. He in there cursing, F-balls, dropping all type of F-balls. He looks at his mom. He like, yo, this is the person who ruined our family. You working with her? She ruined our family. She took you through hell. And she put dad in jail. And he didn't call him dad, he called him Ghost. Because this is who they talking about. They talking about the bad person. They put Ghost in jail. She put Ghost in jail over some shit that he didn't do. The one thing he didn't do, she put him in jail. And you working with her? So she's like, yeah, you know, listen, I need your help. Because she's panicking. Everybody's panicking. This shit is crazy. Nobody knows what's going on. So she's like, listen, I need your help. Right? Tariq's like, nah, find another way. I'm not doing this. Because he looks at her and he goes, you trying to set Kanan up like y'all did when I was young. You trying to set him up and he's been there for me. Why you trying to do this? Like, mom, you ain't no good. You ain't nothing. He even cursing at his mom. I'm not doing this or whatever. And Tasha looks at him and she's just basically like, listen, if you don't do this, Reek, I can go to jail for the rest of my life. You got to choose Kanan and me. He was like, yo, find another way. Tasha's face looked crazy. He walked away from her like, whatever. So they got Ghost coming in there. Ghost talking to him, right? As Ghost is talking to him, Ghost is like, look, Listen, I'm your dad. I'm in here right now. I'm not in here as a ghost. I'm in here as your dad. I will take the rap for you and anybody if this goes and gets out of hand. So he's looking at him like, really, Dad? You would do that for me? And he's like, yeah, I love you. Right? So he's like, I got to go, though. So they show him leave. Tasha walks in the room like, I need to talk to you. So I guess they had this little talk because they don't really show the little talk. But she says, I need to talk to you. So, you know, I'm pretty sure Reek was mad because I said he was over there cursing and wilding out. Guess what he does, y'all, in his madness? He goes and sees Kanan. Yeah, he with Kanan like for the rest of the day. Kanan showing them how to sell drugs and how to manipulate people and stick up people and everything. So they show this one scene where they got him and Kanan in the car, right? They sitting in the car and he looks at Kanan. He's like, listen, man, can I ask you a question? You know, how could you go ahead and kill your own son? And 50 like, well, look, man, I ain't even never get no drug test. That nigga wasn't built like us anyway. You know, he tells him like, listen, you more of a son than me than anything. You know, like I had to kill him. He had to go. And that's what it is. And Reek's looking at him, but that's your son though. How could you do that? And 50 says, they say that, yo, you don't know how to be a killer until you actually kill somebody that's a loved one to you. Yeah, so while they having this conversation, guess who pulls up, y'all? Guess who pulls up, y'all? Guess who pulls up, y'all? No, that's not Tasha. No, that's not Ghost. The freaking cops. The cops pull up while they having this conversation. They sitting there in the car, right? 50's like, listen, Kanan, right? He's like, listen, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all right. You know, the cops, they always messing with us. It ain't nothing. We don't got nothing on us. It's cool. Cops like, yo, can I see your ID? Can I see your ID, license, registration? Ask, what's the name of the little young boy? His ID? They pass off the IDs. The cop goes back. He comes back. And he's just like, listen, you fit the description on something. Let me call for backup, right? So 50 just looking at Reek like, man, they always trying to mess with black people. Like, don't even worry about this, nothing. You know, so when the other cop car comes, he goes, can we check your trunk? 50 like, go ahead, check my trunk. They probably gonna try to put some weed on it. He's telling Reek all this. You know, they probably just messing with us. Don't even worry about it. I'm about to school you. So Reek's sitting there like, oh, okay. Right? So now they pop the trunk. They asked them to step out of the car. They asked them to step out of the car. They get out of the car. They got Reek on one side. They got 50 on the other side. The cop is looking at Tariq and he goes, you know, you fit the description and there's a gun in the back of this car. And you also fit the description of a boy who's missing. And somebody called in that a boy is missing and some man is holding him captive against his own will. And they like, yo, are you being held captive against your own will? Tariq. So Reek looks at 50 like he's all shook, like he don't know what to say. But y'all, guess what he says when they ask him again? Yeah, I am being held captive. Woo, y'all hear that? Yeah, he said I'm being held captive like I'm being kidnapped against my own will. 50 is looking like, I can't believe this. He putting two together. Yeah, he putting 2 and 2 together. But guess what happens? They take Tariq and they put Tariq in the cop car. Guess where the next scene goes, y'all? All over the place. They got freaking ghosts in his house. He's searching. He looking all around. Y'all hear me hitting stuff? Look, he looking all around like, what's going on? What the heck is going on? What's happening? That's what he's doing. He's looking. What's happening? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. He's looking. He don't know how the heck that freaking Tasha said she put the gun up in there, but the gun is gone. She's trying to figure out, how was the gun going? I don't know what happened. What's going on? How did the gun get taken out of here? Yeah, she's trying to figure out what happened with the gun. She's searching for the gun. They searching for the gun. Ghost is like, Tasha, how could you do this? How could you do this? He's like, where is it at? You know what Tasha says? It's with Tariq. Yeah, y'all. She says it's with Tariq, y'all. She said the gun is with Tariq. And guess where Tariq is at? Huh? We's with 50 and we set it all up behind your back and we got it all taken care of and they're going to bring them in for questioning. But what happens is they fast forward and they show you 50 now. Reek is in the car. 50 starts snapping. 50 starts shooting the cops. Yeah, y'all, 50 shooting the cops. He's going all crazy. The cops shoot him. You know, he walks over, kills a cop right in front of Tariq. He's wilding, but Tariq can't get out of the car. And he can't get to Tariq because he's trying to get away. He hops in a car and just drives. But guess what happens? He crashes the car, y'all. Yeah, he crashes the car. So now they show Angela. Angela's with the NYPD. And everybody's happy. And guess why they're happy? Because they find Diego's head chopped off inside Dre's establishment. Yes. Angela's like, yes, I told you what was going on. So she's like, she's smiling and she's all happy. Uh-huh. Guess who else they show smiling? They show Tasha smiling as she's getting questioned. And guess what Tariq is doing when he's getting questioned? He's smiling and he's crying and he's like, yo, it's all crazy. He's like, I didn't know, yes, he was there. They show Lala smiling and all lying too, all of them working together. And that's how it ends. They all leave, they all work together, and they all did some slimy stuff. Yeah, and there's a couple other things, but I ain't telling y'all. Again, this is Just a Touch of Day, and I'm coming at you. I'm putting it all out there in pieces, man. Listen, this week was bananas, yo. I hope y'all got this. I had to turn the music off so y'all can get this last little bit of everything that happened this week. Was crazy. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have an amazing time watching this episode. I didn't tell you everything, but I told you enough, man. Stay strong, be positive, have an amazing Sunday, and y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week.